This is the complete cast of the Goonies, then and now. Remember to subscribe, like, and comment who is your favorite. Sean Astin. Sean Astin acted as Mikey Walsh. Sean Astin was 14 when he led the Goonies down into those caves. Now he is 55. His mother is actress Patty Duke. He only discovered through a DNA test in the 90s that the man who raised him was not his biological father. After the Goonies, he played the title role in Ruddy in '93. Then Samwise Gamgee across all 3 Lord of the Rings films, earning a Screen Actors Guild Award. He appeared in Stranger Things in 2017 as Bob Newby, made his Broadway debut in 2024 in Elf the Musical, and starred alongside Huy Quan in Love Hurts in 2025, the first time the two had shared a screen in 40 years. In September 2025, SAG-AFTRA members elected him as their union president with nearly 80% of the vote. His mother Patty Duke held the same position 40 years earlier. Josh Brolin. James acted as Bran Walsh. He was 17 in 1985, 58 now. Josh Brolin was 17 when he acted in The Goonies. It was his very first professional acting role. The son of actor James Brolin, he didn't want to follow his father into the business. Then he took one improv class in high school and that was that. He spent 20 years as an almost, working steadily but never quite breaking through. During a lull in the early 2000s, he quit acting entirely and traded Momentum stocks full-time, reportedly earning more from the market than from film. Then in 2007, the Cohen brothers cast him in No Country for Old Men. An Oscar nomination followed the next year for Milk. He played Thanos across the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Cable in Deadpool 2, Gurney Halleck in both Dune films, and published a memoir, From Under the Truck, in 2024. His other acting credits include Men in Black 3, 2012, and Deadpool 2, 2018. Corey Feldman. Corey acted as Clark Mouth Devereaux, 13 in 1985, 54 now. Corey Feldman started performing at age 3 in a McDonald's commercial. The Goonies was part of the most extraordinary run any child actor pulled off that decade. Gremlins, The Goonies, Stand By Me, The Lost Boys, all in 3 years. He and Corey Haim became the defining teen duo of the late 80s. What the world didn't know was that both were being exploited inside an industry not protecting them. Feldman has spent years as one of Hollywood's most outspoken voices about the sexual abuse of child actors. The team-up with Haim took on a life of its own, as the duo became close friends known as the Two Coreys, even starring in a reality show by that name before Haim's death from pneumonia in 2010. However, they both struggled with drug addiction, a fact that took its toll on Feldman's career. He appeared on Dancing with the Stars in 2025. Outside of acting, Feldman is a musician with the band The Truth Movement and has been married 3 times, most recently separating from Courtney Ann Mitchell in 2023. He is 54 years old and still standing. Huy Quan. Huy acted as Richard Data Wang. He was approximately 13 years in 1985, 54 now. Huy Quan was born in Saigon in 1971. In 1978, his family fled Vietnam by boat. They spent a year in a Hong Kong refugee camp before being granted entry to the United States. Casting directors for Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom came to his school when he was 12. He got the role of Short Round, then The Goonies, then Hollywood went silent. For 19 years, the phone stopped ringing. He stepped away from acting, went to film school, worked as a stunt coordinator and assistant director on films including X-Men. In 2018, he saw Crazy Rich Asians succeed and felt something shift. He got a new agent. 2 weeks later came the call for Everything Everywhere All at Once. On March 12, 2023, Huy Quan won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, the first Vietnam-born actor to ever win an Oscar. In his speech, he thanked his Goonies brother for life by name, Jeff Cohen, Chunk, the kid who negotiated every dollar of the contract that brought Data back to the screen. In the glow of his renewed fame, Quan appeared in Disney Plus series American-Born Chinese, again opposite Yo and Loki as Ouroboros, whom he called the variant of Data from the Goonies, and voiced Han in Kung Fu Panda 4 2024 before his starring turn in Love Hurts 2025, complete with plenty of stunts, as a hitman turned real estate agent who's forced back into a life of crime he thought he'd left behind. Jeff Cohen. Jeff Cohen acted as Lawrence Chunk Cohen. He was 10 in 1985, 50 now. Jeff Cohen was 10 years old. He showed up to filming secretly ill with chickenpox, terrified of being recast. The pox marks are visible in the truffle shuffle scene if you look. By high school, puberty had ended the career that role was built for. He got fit, played football at UC Berkeley, then earned his law degree from UCLA. Director Richard Donner wrote him a college recommendation letter. And then, upon learning about Cohen's financial difficulties, offered to pay for his entire college education. Cohen accepted. He co-founded the entertainment law firm Cohen and Gardner in Beverly Hills in 2002. In 2023, Huy Quan needed someone to negotiate his contract for Everything Everywhere All at Once. He called Chunk. Cohen sat in the Oscar audience that night, having personally brokered the deal that made the most celebrated comeback performance in recent Academy history possible. He is 51 years old, a named partner at a respected entertainment law firm, and the author of a book published by the American Bar Association. He was featured on THR's Power Lawyers list in 2023 when he told THR that Quan's return to the spotlight had not convinced him to revisit acting himself. "I'll stay in my legal dungeon where I belong," he said. "I don't have to audition and I still get to go to the parties." You will not recognize him. Kerri Green acted as Andrea Andy Carmichael. She was 18 in 1985, 59 now. Kerri Green was a New Jersey teenager who skipped summer camp one year to try some New York auditions. Steven Spielberg noticed her. The Goonies was her film debut. She also appeared in Summer Rental that same year and in Lucas the following year alongside Corey Haim and Charlie Sheen. Then at 18, at the peak of her moment, she stopped. Enrolled at Vassar College, graduated cum laude, started her own production company, and wrote and directed the independent film Bellafruit in 1999. She has no social media presence. She showed up to Huy Quan's Handan Footprint ceremony at the TCL Chinese Theater in February 2025, signed autographs, and left. Kerri Green has always chosen on her own terms. Martha Plimpton acted as Stephanie Stef Steinbrenner. She was 14 in 1985, 55 now. Martha Plimpton was conceived during the original Broadway run of Hair. Her father is Keith Carradine. She started a relationship with River Phoenix while filming The Mosquito Coast and watched the friendship deteriorate with his worsening drug use. She watched him die of an overdose in front of the Viper Room in 1993. She turned toward theater. 3 Tony Award nominations, a Drama Desk Award, an Emmy Award win for The Good Wife in 2012. She acted in 4 seasons on Raising Hope. She voiced Yelena, the leader of the Northuldra, in Frozen 2 in 2019, featured in a recurring role in HBO's The Regime. She appears in HBO's Task in 2025. Someone once shouted Goonies from the dark during her Broadway run of Hedda Gabler. She waited, then kept going. Outside of acting, Plimpton is a singer and abortion rights activist. She has several upcoming projects in the works, including the miniseries East of Eden, due out on Netflix in 2026. John Matuszak acted as Sloth Fratelli. He was 34 in 1985, died 1989, age 38. John Matuszak was 6 feet 8 inches and 280 pounds, a defensive end drafted first overall in the 1973 NFL Draft, 2 Super Bowls with the Oakland Raiders. The Goonies required 5 hours of prosthetics daily to transform him into Sloth, the gentle giant chained in the Fratelli's basement. The children on set were genuinely frightened of him. On June 17, 1989, John Matuszak died of an accidental overdose of prescription painkillers at his home in Burbank. He was 38 years old, 4 years after Sloth first shouted "Hey you guys" and won an entire generation of children. His parents said his chronic pain from football had never been adequately treated. The first television broadcast of the Goonies was dedicated to his memory. Anne Ramsey acted as Mama Fratelli. She was 55 in 1985, died 1988, age 59. Anne Ramsey had spent 30 years working in theater and television when she was cast as Mama Fratelli. What no one on set knew was that she had been diagnosed with esophageal cancer in 1984 and had already undergone surgery to remove portions of her tongue and jawbone. She showed up every single day and she worked. The following year she filmed Throw Mama from the Train and received an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress at age 57. She attended the ceremony. Months later, the cancer returned. She died on August 11, 1988. She was 59. The Goonies' first television broadcast ended with the words dedicated to the memory of Anne Ramsey, our Mama Fratelli. Robert Davi acted as Jake Fratelli. He was 33 in 1985, 74 now. Robert Davi grew up in Queens and won first place in the New York State School Music Association's solo singing competition in high school. He is a classically trained baritone, which is why his Jake Fratelli spontaneously breaks into opera mid-chase. That was Davi's own addition to the script. After the Goonies came FBI Agent Johnson in Die Hard in 1988, the Bond villain France Sanchez in License to Kill in '89, and 4 seasons leading the NBC series Profiler. In 2011, he released the album Davi Sings Sinatra and headlined at the Venetian in Las Vegas. He is 73, still working and available on Cameo if you want Jake Fratelli to serenade your birthday party in Italian. Joe Pantoliano. Joe Pantoliano acted as Francis Fratelli, 33 in 1985, 74 now. Joe Pantoliano played Francis Fratelli, Mama's favorite son, the nervous middle brother who spends the film being emotionally crushed between his mother and Jake. The kids on set called him Joey Pants. After the Goonies came Guido in Risky Business, Cypher in The Matrix, and Ralph Cifaretto in The Sopranos, the role that won him a Primetime Emmy Award in 2003 for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Drama Series. He is the author of 2 memoirs and the founder of the No Kidding, Me Too Foundation to fight the stigma of mental illness. In May 2020, he suffered a concussion and chest trauma after being struck by a car near his Connecticut home. He recovered, 74 years old and one of the most versatile character actors of his generation. Keith Walker. Keith Walker acted as Irving Walsh, Mr. Walsh, 49 in 1985, died 1996, age 61. Mr. Walsh was the father of Mikey and Brand. Off-screen, he was a prolific television writer whose credits included MASH, Emergency, and The Fall Guy. His most significant contribution to film was co-writing the screenplay for Free Willy in 1993, creating the central characters of the boy Jesse and the orca Willy. The third Free Willy film was dedicated to his memory. He died on December 30, 1996 in Franklin, Tennessee, following a short battle with cancer. He was 61. Steve Antin. Steve acted as Troy Perkins. He was 26 in 1985, 66 now. Steve Antin played Troy, Andy's insufferable, wealthy boyfriend, the jock with the sports car and 0 redeeming qualities. He had already appeared in The Last American Virgin and the music video for Rick Springfield's Jesse's Girl. He appeared in The Accused in 1988 alongside Jodie Foster. In the 1990s, he transitioned behind the camera. Screenwriter, producer, director. In 2010, he wrote and directed Burlesque starring Cher and Christina Aguilera. The stage musical version opened in London's West End in July 2025. He is openly gay, 67 years old, and has been building his career from behind the camera for nearly 3 decades. Mary Ellen Trainor. Mary acted as Irene Walsh, Mrs. Walsh. She was 36 in 1985, died in 2015, age 62. Mary Ellen Trainor played the Goonies' mother with the kind of warmth that grounds a film like this. She and director Richard Donner were married in real life at the time of filming and remained together until her death. She appeared in multiple Donner productions over the years, including the Lethal Weapon franchise. She died in March 2015 of pancreatic cancer at 62. Donner said publicly that losing her was the great loss of his life. Lupe Ontiveros. Lupe acted as Rosalita. She was 41 in 1985, died 2012. Lupe Ontiveros played Rosalita, the housekeeper who witnesses the treasure and spends the climax in a state of religious terror and wonder. She had over 100 acting credits across 3 decades, appearing in As Good as It Gets, Selena, and Desperate Housewives, among many others. Throughout her career, she advocated for more complex representations of Latina characters in American film and television. She died in July 2012 from liver cancer at age 69. So tell me, who is your favorite character? Remember to like, subscribe, and comment. Till the next video, enjoy.